Mynheer. This man is not from the valley.
Young man, you are not from this here valley. I'm the school teacher. I could see the confusion in your face when Van Tassel spoke. Let me tell whereof he speaks.
That's really not.
Listen, you do know the Hessian, right?
The headless horseman?
The same. Back in the war days, the British and American line ran often through this very neighborhood, making it the scene of much marauding refugees and all kinds of border chivalry. And in those days, there was a whole battalion of Hessian soldiers stationed not far from here in a town called White Plains. And I, along with a whole regiment of American troops, stood ready for a charge to overtake those few savage horsemen. In line, we could see them patrolling a fort well stocked with muskets, 9 and 12 pounders. Fear was thick in the air when the drum and fife began. And amidst the earth-shattering roar of cavalry and cannon shot, I ran full charge up the hill, saber clattering at my side. From the walls of their embankment, the Hessians rained down musket shot upon us. All around me I watched as my village friends and rivals fell prey to the savage German volley. But I knew I must persevere, and drew forth my small sword. A moment later, I heard very close by the crack of gunshot and the burning smell of powder. Some nameless Hessian officer stood mere feet from me, a fended weapon still smoking from the charge. All at once, being an excellent master of defense, I raised my sword to parry the blast and felt a sharp clang against where the musket ball did absolutely whiz and glance off at the hill, leaving me entirely unscathed.
What of the Hessian?
The
Hessian officer who fired upon you.
Oh, he? I drew forth my own sword and I bore down upon him, but he must have been enchanted by some ancient Teuton magic, for he narrowly escaped that fatal thrust and ran for the safety of his great black mount. Then he drew forth his own sword and bore down upon me, preparing to lock my head from my shoulders.
Company, call that
When only a few hoofbeats away, my life was spared by an errant cannonball, and the Hessian's head was forcibly removed. At the close of the battle, we brought the Hessian's body to the old Dutch churchyard, where it was thought the most fitting place for a German soldier of the first order. There, he was interred, far from his native soil.
They say he still ties his horse there on dark nights.
What's left of him anyway.
So move on, Micah.
He doesn't care about that.
About what?
Stories of ghosts and hauntings.
Tell me.